can work together, join together, and help each other during these crazy, crazy times. Now, it was just a few days ago with this bus that was pulled over, and I'm going to put a link to this incredible video in the description. But the whole thing is in French, so a lot of people in the rest of Canada and the US are not entirely sure with everything that's being said in the video. So can you break it down a little bit for us? What was the scenario there going on that bus?
Okay, that was a bus that left Montreal. I'm not too sure the hour it left. It was going to Sainte-Thérèse at Lionel Groux College, CEGEP. And for any reason, they got stopped. I'm not too sure which city before they reached their destination. And for any reason, there was six car police that just came, two on both sides, and one in the back, one in the front. They closed the Highway 15 to escort them at the next provincial police station. And when they got over there, nobody told them they were under arrest. They were just keep coming in the bus to tell them they were detained just for X reason. And on the bus, I had a friend of mine, Patrick Scott. He's a member of ODPP, and it's about political prisoners. And he gave them, I think, a political course 101 of their freedom of speech. And the charge were on pre-crime because they were going to disturb the peace. So nobody received a fine. They were just escorted back to Montreal. But that goes with before the bill, because the same thing happened to us when we came back from Victoriaville on May 4th. They stopped us on the highway. They went to some buses. They brought them at the police station. So it gets to a point that where the hell is freedom of speech stopped? That was before Bill 78. Now the bill is in it, so that if you're more than 50 people in a bus, it's illegal, and whatever you do, you're a bunch of red squares, it's illegal, even if you don't know nobody. So it gets to a point that Russia are fighting the same type of bill, but they have still more freedom than here in Quebec. It looks crazy for people who don't understand what's happening, but you can't talk about that Bill 78. You don't have the right to talk about it. You cannot do any protests about anything for no reason. You need to give your destination before, and the police, because in the end, it's them who judge if you do or not your stuff. They're the one who decides of everything. So it's like the government gives us power to the police, and it's not just the Montreal police, it's the provincial police who takes all that power. So it gets to a point, it's one dude who decides of everything, and Michel Courchain and Jean Charest were passing a bill too during that bill to give her full power of the parliament in one person. So that what we call that a dictatorship now.
It's
She can't
just, yeah.
she can't rule the parliament alone.
We're just seeing such a fundamental, just violation of fundamental basic privacy rights, the right, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, the right to travel, the right to be able to go to a protest. All these things were violated. And I'm glad that a lot of people on that particular bus immediately pulled out their video cameras and began filming the whole situation, because we need to hold our police accountable for these types of actions when they violate our rights. And it's always good to document these things on camera. The camera doesn't lie. The truth comes through video. So you have to hold on to that footage, because maybe these police officers, somewhere down the line, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years, like in the case with the G20 here. A lot of top officers are now being charged for the misconduct that they did. So I'm glad everyone was filming there, because we need to hold those police accountable, because they completely violated the rights of people in Montreal who were on their way to protest, which they should have a right to do.
We should, but we don't have. According to the bill, now it's in place. So technically speaking, we don't have any more rights anymore. So now we're fighting against it. So that's why I told everyone here, I said, we're not activists. We just turned into a resistance, and it sounds it's coming out of Hollywood. I just can't believe I'm saying that today. I said that a year ago to a few friends of mine. I said, it looks like we're going to end up in a revolution. Revolution, my friend. This is what we're doing here, and it's total police state. We're living the Toronto situation like 24/7.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So what's next for the revolution? What's next for the people of Quebec and the students? I'm sure that the demonstrations are going to continue in the face of these new bills and laws. Are there more demonstrations planned in the next coming days and weeks? What can we expect out of Quebec in the next few days and weeks?
Every night at 8:30. I'm not supposed to say that, but I call everyone to do civil disobedience. Go at the Emily Gamelin Park at Berucam. You need to fight. It's not just your tuition. No, it's freedom of speech. It's have a right for everyone. And I push people to watch the Berkeley School story. Back in the 60s, they were having the same issues in the United States. Berkeley is a left-wing school, and they had to fight for their right, and they had to go to martial law. And because of them, it's the anti-war movement that was built against Vietnam. So here in Montreal, we were fighting tuition. Now it's civil rights and civil liberty. So it gets to a point that there's a big parallel that looks like identically the same. So I think it will be important to people maybe to take a look at that, and it's the same.
Yeah,
Almost same story.
that's right. That's a good idea. You know, we have to look in the past in order to understand what's happening now, and we can see how people's rights are taken away, and this could be potentially leading towards a martial law type scenario in Quebec. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on this one in the coming days. And again, man, I want to thank you so much for being on the front lines, documenting everything. Why don't you tell everybody once more what your YouTube channel is, so people can find out more from you? We're all looking forward to seeing some of your footage.
But the YouTube channel is called The Verbal Militia, altogether one word, or you can look on it as The Love Police Montreal. But I got a good question for you before we leave. Anyone in Canada heard Harper being against the Bill 78?
Is he
That
against
guy,
it? Not that I know of. No, I would be highly surprised if he is.
Harper's receiving a right-wing extreme courses by Jean Charest at the moment, and that's scary because Charest wants to become the Canadian Prime Minister one day. I think everybody in Canada needs to put that in their agenda, man, because if that guy passed one day, Canada might just turn out into a police state 24/7. Anyway.
Absolutely. Well, we're pretty much there already by the looks of things going on out there in Quebec. So once again, man, thanks so much for joining us today.
Welcome.
Yep, and I'll be putting links to your videos in the description, and we'll have you on again sometime in the future. Thanks again, man.
And please, guys, donate to Dan. He needs to go at Occupy Bilderberg, man. We need real people like him over there.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
Take care, man.
Take care.